Hello, this is Alan Lahiste of ITz Solved, and I'm going to be introducing you to the customer interface for managed services. First thing I need you to do is open up an internet browser, and then we'll go ahead and point it to network.itzsolved.com, and that'll take us to this page. Go ahead and log in with your username. And that will bring you to the main page. This little down arrow right here will bring up all the tabs that you can choose from. We're currently on the tab that says Agent, and you can see that all your computers in your work center are listed here. If you hover over the circle here to the left, it'll tell you the status of the machine that you're looking at. Like this one right here is currently logged in but inactive, and it gives you the username. And this one is currently active and running, and there's somebody logged on and they're currently using it. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pick one of these and we'll click on it, and it'll open up a new tab in your browser, and this will take you to the Live Connect session. And in this session, basically you get a snapshot of what the user is doing on that machine and a snapshot of the machine itself. If you look in the top left screen, you can see that they're actively on the computer, and you can see what they're doing in a very small view. If you look in this Run Procedures tab, you can see that it has Endpoint Security Scan, Install Missing Patches, and Scan for Missing Patches. These are all manual here. We run all this stuff in the background, but if you wanted to run all this stuff manually, you actually have the power to do so right here in this tab. We'll go ahead and move to File Manager. It's the next tab down. In this tab, what you can do is you can share files from your computer, local site, to the computer that you're connecting to, the remote site. And you can do it on any drive. I just happen to have a C drive, and they just happen to have a C drive available. So you can share any of these files between each one of these two. It's just drag and drop. And then you can see the desktop access. If you click connect, you will actually connect to their machine as if you were sitting there. I'm not going to disturb this user at this time, but that's all you have to do is click on this Connect tab, and you will connect to the user as you'll connect to this computer as though you're sitting there. Okay, go back to the first tab we were in, where we were in Agent, and go ahead and click the down arrow, and you'll see the next tab available is Audit. The Audit tab basically shows you a snapshot of all of the computer information that there is available. Go ahead and pick one of the machines, and you can see basic information like what the processor is, how much memory is installed, who makes the computer, stuff like that. All that stuff's in here. You can then see the installed applications. Go ahead and click on one of the computers, and you'll be able to see all the applications that are installed on this machine. If you move down to software licenses, this is important for customers who are using or who have are going to be audited. This gives you the actual product keys that they used for each individual licensed product. So it gives you all the licenses and all the product keys, and that's great for audits. It also shows you all of your computer's memory, and it also shows you which computer is allowed to print to what printers, or if they have local printers attached to them. If you re-click on this arrow, we'll get out of Audit and we'll go to Patch Management. I mentioned Patch Management before in the manual interface. This is the results of the patch management that we do in the background. Patch management's a really touchy situation because you don't always want to apply every patch as soon as it comes out. There are several patches that you want to wait to test to make sure that they don't break anything that's currently installed on the computer. So we do all that testing for you, and then we either approve, and you can see that there's patches that are missing that have been approved, and there's patches that are missing that have been denied. Now these denied patches are either patches that are not required or do not have a place in your environment, or they're patches that have failed testing, and we've sent back information to the manufacturer, and we're waiting on them. These approved patches, we basically patch every week. If it's a critical or security update, we'll go ahead and run it as soon as possible. However, these are probably just regular patches for either Microsoft or maybe Adobe, some other software that's installed on these machines. And they'll be installed this week. Go ahead and click back on this down arrow, and then you'll go to security. Now security means antivirus. And as you can see, all the machines in this company are fully licensed, and they're all there. You can see that there are several threats that have been quarantined, Trojan horse and a worm, that have all been detected and quarantined. And there are currently no active threats on any machine. That's a good thing. Click on security status, and you'll see that everything's enabled as it should be, and how many threats there were to that particular computer. And then we'll go ahead and click on the down arrow to the left again. And that's the system is just how this user interface appears to you. That's all system is for. That is the customer service portal in a nutshell. Thank you for attending, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you.